Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between, welcome to the comedy extravaganza that is The Adventures of E. Strap yourselves in because in this podcast we dive into hilarious personal stories, mishaps, and everyday life. From the awkward encounters at the grocery store to trying to adult in a world that seems determined to trip us up at every turn. So whether you're listening during your commute or just kicking back with a cup of coffee, get ready to laugh until your sides hurt. Here's your host, Elissa.
Well, hello, everybody.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
That escalated quickly.
That escalated very quickly.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. And today, it's not just Jason and myself. We have a very special guest. One that people have been demanding and refusing to listen to until she was on. It is the state treasurer herself, Brenda, or my mother.
Da, 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 da.
Hello, everybody.
She sounds really sweet and innocent, but she's not. Don't let her fool you.
No, not at all.
The hell I'm not. I am.
You have your customer service voice on something terrible.
No, I don't. I sound like me.
You
shut up.
If it was me, she'd be like, no.
See, she just pulled it there. You shut up. Yeah. It's already coming out.
It's not you. It's only me because you're the favorite this week.
You're both my favorites, guys.
That's a
Let's
lie.
not start this.
Oh,
Brenda,
okay.
that's a lie.
Okay, whatever you say.
So what do you want to talk about, Mom? Actually, Brenda did not know she was coming on until last night when Jason accidentally slipped up because I wasn't even going to tell her until like an hour before.
It was late last night, too, and I went to bed.
But you're here now. Are
I'm
you
here.
so excited?
I'm so excited, but I'm not allowed to move because I might knock something over.
No, you weren't allowed to hit the mic stand.
But if I moved, I'd hit something. You know this.
You're moving now and you're turning in a circle.
Yeah, swinging back and forth.
Yeah, this is true. I'm a little nervous, actually.
Why?
I don't know.
It's just the three.
Just
the three of us.
Well,
You
actually,
sleep.
technically 4 because we've got the demon potato
Oh,
in here
yes. Mac's in the room. So if you hear something growling, farting, or complaining, it's Mac.
Or a snort.
Yeah.
It's not Elissa this time. It's Mac.
Hey, Brenda, you old bitch.
You a bitch.
That's our love language in our household, ladies and gentlemen. Gentle, not gentle at all. Just relentlessly picking on each other.
Yeah, gentle fuckery.
And calling each other names.
That'll work.
We call each other a lot of names in this house.
But we can, nobody else can.
Right, there's a difference. We've talked about that before, too. So before we get to my fun story that includes Brenda,
Oh, God.
I have to tell you guys, I had a moment this week that I'm not Catholic. I've never been Catholic, but I have been to a Catholic church. I would assume it would be...
I've been in a Catholic wedding.
I have too.
Oh, have you?
Yeah,
I heard they're very long.
Yeah.
they are.
Know anything.
Stand up,
Yeah.
sit down, stand up, sit down.
Yeah, and no air conditioning. Oh, yeah,
Ugh. He said, ugh.
yeah.
Oh.
Fat and in a tuxedo. Oof.
It's a horrible.
With no AC. Ugh.
Yeah, no.
So I had this moment where I can only imagine it would be my confessional priest moment. And Brenda walked out of Kohl's before she could witness all of this, so she missed it entirely. But I went to check out the other day, and the guy checking me out, super long story short, is telling me about Kohl's Cash, and you can use it in person. And I said, I don't usually shop in person, and he's bagging shit up, and he goes, oh yeah? And I go, yeah, ever since that one time I accidentally broke into another Kohl's. He immediately stopped what he was doing. He looked up, and he said, I'm going to need you to tell me the rest of that. And so I proceeded and told him the Kohl's story. And he started cackling so hard. And he said, that's so funny. I'm the store manager of this one. And I was like, my butthole puckered.
Oh, I would imagine so.
And he was like, I would have thought it was hilarious, too, if I just saw you randomly standing there and then you yelled at me. He said, but it's their fault. They left the automatic door open. I said, that's what I said. So I just wanted to tell you.
I wasn't with you then. I was with you later. I wasn't with you
you're
then.
with me at the next trip.
Yeah.
My bad.
The only other thing that happened to us in Kohl's is when you asked me to stop because I was going to go across the counter when that manager was really rude to that girl that was trying to find your order. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
That was horrible.
Yeah, her name was Sharon, and she was being a bitch, and we were both really trying to bite our tongue. And I had to make Mom go outside the store because, when she gets mad, like,
I don't get mad very often.
It's not like 1 to 6. It's like 1 to 20.
Yeah. No, it's like, oh, I'm so sweet. And then fuck you.
And then she's whispering in my ear, if this bitch don't, and like, but we're getting louder as we're quote unquote whispering.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, just go outside, Mom. Just go outside. But then I ended up ripping her a new one after you went outside anyway.
Well, she was just absolutely ridiculous to that girl.
Well, and it was around holiday season.
It was at Christmas time, and they were busy, and it was horrible.
It was just mean. And if you've ever worked in retail, you know what that feels. And then you're the new person, and you're trying to figure it out. It's
Happy
terrible.
holidays.
All the holidays. In retail, there is no happy.
No, there is no happy until the day after New Year's Eve, and then they're all coming back with their returns.
Yes,
Yep.
You gotta love that. Well, then this week, I took Mom to a really fun place in Muncie. If you're from Muncie or surrounding areas, you definitely need to check out Positivity. That's what they're called. And they have all kinds of like tea, tea, coffee, smoothies, all kinds of like different drinks.
Yogurt stuff, a lot. Yeah.
And you can add boba to it. So we're standing there and we walk in and they're all so nice. And I'm like, first of all, I just want to let y'all know we have no idea what we're doing. We've never been here. We've never ordered this. We don't know.
Positivity virgins.
We were.
Yes, we were.
And they're like, oh, okay. So they start talking to Mom, asking her what she likes. So we go.
Awkward. I'm awkward.
I'm telling
always.
you, it was like the longest string of questions. She was like, I love coffee, da-da-da-da. So then they're like, do you want boba? And I said, I do. And Mom started shaking her head like, hard pass, yo. And they're like, we have coffee. And she's like, no, it's a texture thing. And she's like getting like super defensive about it. It's a texture thing. Like that.
God.
Like, and they're like, well, no, we have some that are made out of like gel, like Jell-O.
That did it.
And she goes, I don't like anything. I don't like balls exploding in my mouth.
And
I looked at her, and right then the owner walked out, who was a dude, and he was like, skirt. And I looked at her and I said, stop talking right now, please.
But I was laughing too hard to talk anyway. I looked at Ellis and I said, oh, these poor little girls.
They were laughing.
They were laughing. They were actually very sweet. The owner was very nice. He just, every time he looked my way, he got
a little embarrassed.
He got really bright.
and
I was
awkward.
like, I looked at him, I said, I'm old. I'm allowed to say any damn thing I want. I have a nose pierced, so it's okay.
I have a nose pierced.
Nose pierced, yeah.
And it's okay. YOLO.
How many noses do you have?
Well, I don't know. If I'm drinking a lot, I don't have any because I can't feel it.
Does yours go numb too? Like the tip of mine will start.
Yes.
That's when I know.
That's when
to
I know
stop.
I've hit that point. So let's go one more drink deeper.
Right, because that seems like a grand idea.
Yeah, it does.
That's something an alcoholic would say, Mother.
Oh my God, I hadn't had a drink in 2 months till the one you made me tonight.
I know. How you feeling?
I don't know.
Can you feel your nose?
Yes,
Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate for everybody involved.
Oh.
She's so...
And I'm just sitting back watching the shit show.
She's so not right. I can't with her.
All right, so you didn't tell me like anything that we were going to talk about tonight. This is completely random. I obviously spoiled and spilled the beans last night with, telling you were going to be on the podcast.
I really
tonight.
didn't get too shook up about it. I just didn't think it happened. So I was like, oh, okay.
Well, I would figure that my lovely wife would have said something along the lines before I came home. Hey, don't say anything about Mom being on the podcast because, it's going to be a surprise. But no.
Well, when you walked in, I was on the telephone yesterday.
Yeah.
So and we had a lot of life going on.
Yeah.
So I hadn't had a chance, and then it just popped out in the midst of conversation, which I'm glad it did. I was going to tell her at some point.
Yeah.
But I hadn't secured dog sitting yet.
Gotcha.
So that's why I kind of had kept quiet about it, because I didn't want to tell her and get her all nervous or shook up for no reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
I'm all shook up.
I get it. I get it.
So, I mean, feel free to jump in with any mom story that you can think of personally or anything. Like, first of all, Mom has a boyfriend. Let's be honest. His name is Tom.
Yes.
Tom,
He's left me. Tom has left me.
Thomasina.
So, Tom, if you are listening to this on your way to work in the morning, you do owe me a phone call because you just like ghosted me
her.
high and dry.
Tom is
Ooh.
Jason's best friend, a longtime listener. We love Tom.
He is religious. He listens every week. If we do not post the episode on
gets
time, he gets
really
really
pissed.
fucking pissed.
Tom called my mom his bae forever. Remember
Oh, yeah.
that?
Oh, yeah.
He's like, how's bae? He'd text you and say, how's bae?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did leave you. What a dick.
Yeah, it really. Yeah, he was so sweet though. I'm really hoping he's happy.
Do you have abandonment issues now, too?
I do.
I
I
do?
I do.
Now you know how it feels.
But at least he's still alive, so we're good.
I mean, there is that. Dead dad jokes. Too soon?
No, not really. So my mom was with who I consider my stepdad, Tim, for years, and we loved him so very much.
He was amazing.
He died, what was it, 4 years now?
Yeah.
Coming up
Going
on
on
In
4
4
years.
August,
years,
yeah.
It was very tragic and unexpected, and I'm the one that gave him CPR. We don't need to go down that road. Except for at his funeral, I completely blacked out and decided to stand up and talk and don't remember a word of it.
Yeah. I should have videoed it.
You really should have.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, it was the most white trashiest trash of a funeral we've ever seen before, too.
Oh, yeah.
But we had no control.
No.
We did not. Mom and Tim were never married, but they lived together. He was very much a huge part of our life, obviously. Huge. I can't say that right. Let's make fun of me some more for it.
But he was an amazing person. Not a saint, but an amazing person.
But he was hilarious. He had a very loud personality. He wore loud shirts. He was just loud in general.
He would have loved being on this podcast.
Oh my God. He
he'd
would
have
have
took
ate
the
this
thing.
up.
He'd have took it over. He'd been like, come on, Jason, let's do it.
I know, right?
Yeah.
He was insane about shit like that.
He was something else, and we love him very, very much. But what I'll never forget is when Mom would be ready to go to bed, she'd go, "Come on, Tim," and then he'd say something. She'd be like, "What? What?
I did not.
Tim, come on, Tim." Am I lying, Jason?
All the way from upstairs to downstairs.
Yeah. Come
Oh,
on.
Well, there was Tim time.
Oh, yeah.
There was our time, and then there was Tim
Tim
time.
lived on Tim time, which meant he was about 45 minutes
To
late
an hour.
to everything.
To an hour. 45
Yep.
minutes to an hour.
That man lived in his own world on time.
But he was happy. He was a happy man.
He really was. Maybe that's the secret.
Maybe. I
Maybe
don't
we should
know.
all be living on Tim time.
Maybe. But I like to think he's very happy wherever he is right now.
Well, we think that he comes and visits us quite a lot.
I know he does.
Well, and that's something that I've talked about on a previous episode.
Right.
Everybody knows I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and I believe in ghosts and whatnot. But we have dreams about him, and he will show up here in different forms. We know, like,
Anything Kid
animal-wise.
Rock. Anything Kid Rock that comes out of the nowhere on my Pandora station that I do not listen to Kid Rock on, it's Tim.
Yeah. And he loved dragonflies, and they
Yes.
come quite often. So, but anyway, he died tragically. It was terrible, and we sadly miss him. But with Tim came a lot of good stories,
Yes.
such as the first time Jason and I ever took Mom to a strip club.
Oh, my
Oh, yes.
God, that was horrible. Don't do it. If you haven't done it, ladies, don't do it.
Do it.
It's awkward AF.
No, we didn't get Brenda drunk enough before we took her. Let's be honest. That's what we should have done. But we didn't lie to her. We told her where we were going. We were honest with her.
Yeah, we were very forthright with the whole scenario.
And she went and she did not love it. 0 out of 10, Brenda does not recommend.
No, it's a negative 10. It's bad. It's
Why
really
did you
bad.
hate it so much? It wasn't about body parts, I don't feel like.
It was just uncomfortable. There was some really old groping men throwing away money you knew they couldn't afford.
So basically, it was the people watching that made you uncomfortable.
Very much so.
That to that, like, greediness level.
Yes.
So I guess my question would be, say you were in the same scenario and it was literally just the four of us with exotic dancers or strippers up on a stage and there was no one else in the club or bar.
That wouldn't bother me at all.
Wouldn't bother you at all.
No,
it
not as long as I
literally
had
had to do with everybody in the surrounding kind of.
Not
like,
as long as
They
I had
were
a
all
drink with
thirsty
me.
acting, though, too.
Yes,
that
it
night.
was rough.
In all fairness,
Yeah.
I don't know what it was about that night, but there were a lot of, like, drooly, gross men.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was.
It was
and you-
excessive.
It really, and they're not all like that, obviously. And I hate that was your first time, but obviously we couldn't control that part.
Right.
But you went. You trusted us. You went. It was your first experience. I said everybody has to go at least once.
And I went and got my first tattoo with you.
You did. We actually went. I'm telling you what. This bitch. So we got a tattoo together. That's what she wanted. So, okay. Back it up. For her 60th birthday.
Back it up, Terry.
Back it up. Put it in reverse, Terry.
Beep, beep. Go ahead.
Thank you, everybody. For her 60th birthday, I took Mom, got her nose pierced. That's why she got her nose pierced.
No, I was 59 when we did that.
Oh, okay, my bad. Then for your birthday, your 62nd birthday?
Maybe. Yeah. No.
Yeah, because it wasn't last summer. It was the summer before.
Okay. It was 60 or 61. I don't know.
We went and got tattoos. We got matching tattoos. We gave the lady creative reign for the most part, but we got each other's handwriting. Mom wanted hers right on her forearm. Now, my mom has no tattoos, and I clearly am covered.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided I'm going to get mine on the back of my upper back, shoulder area.
Mm-hmm.
So Mom goes first. She lays there. She takes it like a champ. I was like, Brenda, you a bad bitch. You're ready to go to prison now. And she's like, yeah, I am. And I get up there. I sit down. I'm getting, like I said, I'm covered in tattoos. I'm getting my back tattooed. I've never had this area tattooed before. It hurt so bad.
Yeah, it did.
So bad. Tears to your eyes, bad. And obviously, like I said, I'm fairly covered.
Right.
I've never had pain and I've sat through 7-8 hours of tattooing at a time.
I remember you coming home after those days.
Yeah. And I almost couldn't take it. She was so heavy-handed. It was terrible. So 3 days later, Mom's arm is freaking black and blue and bruised from elbow to wrist.
Looks like she got hit with a baseball bat.
And I look like I got hit with a softball in the back. It was terrible. Part was terrible.
I just thought that's the way it was supposed to be. So I wasn't going to say anything. I wasn't going to complain. But I will say it hurt. It hurt really bad.
Well, that area that you picked is already sensitive. But then after, you showed no signs. You really didn't. She took it. And she took it on the chin. But when I got up there and I was like, well, maybe it's just the area. And then it got worse and worse and worse. I'm like, I don't know how that bitch set through her forearm. Mad props to her.
Right.
Brenda, you's a bad bitch.
I am. I have my moments. Not always.
I'm over here with no tattoos.
We could get you tatted up.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure.
I'll help you.
Yeah.
He don't want any.
I know he don't.
It's not that I don't necessarily want any. It's just I've just never found the drive or the desire to really pursue getting them. When I was younger, I had the desire.
Yeah.
But I also, when I was younger, didn't have the money for a luxury or something like that for what I wanted to do. So it just, as I got older, it just kind of faded away, the desire to really do it.
I've always loved them. I've always been obsessed with them. Even back when I was a teenager, I was obsessed. Obviously, I grew up in a strict household, and that was extremely frowned upon. So, I didn't get my first visible tattoo until, I was in my 30s.
Yeah.
So, now, when I told you, hey, I think I just want to do one more, extremity. I just want to, do a leg. You literally laughed in my face and said, don't lie. Mm-hmm. Don't fucking lie to me. You're going to do both your legs just like you did both your arms.
Yep.
And I said, okay, so I'm going to be over here covered and you're going to have nothing? And you're like, yeah, I'm cool with being married to Kat.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Well, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. That's the best part of you two. You don't try to change each other. You just roll with it.
No. And
Nope.
That's why you work.
I've never asked him, can I get a tattoo? He's like, get your body, do what you want, just like him.
Yep.
Of course, I would love to be involved, obviously, with his first tattoo, just because that is my world. That is my realm of things I love.
And like I said, it's not that I won't necessarily get one at some point.
Right, you just
in time.
haven't.
Yeah. It's never been a drive to do.
Right.
But I do want to be involved. I'm just saying, if you go behind my back,
Which I would
like
not
the
do.
man-child did.
No, he would never do
Which
that.
I wouldn't do.
Okay.
We will. The three of us will talk that first one to death before he goes.
He's the circle back guy. He's
I
going to
know.
circle
I
back
know
to it
he
about
is.
12 times.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to circle back. Oh, I like that design. No, I kind of like that design.
Nah,
What about that placement?
And I'm like, then what's going to happen is you're going to look at me and you're like, just pick. That's what's going to happen. You know it is.
You know, I don't know, because it's one thing with tattoos. Obviously, you know, laser removals come a long way.
Yeah.
But for the most part, once you get it, the only thing you
yours.
can do to change it is to cover it up even more.
But the thing about it is going in with that mindset makes me sad. Like, I have never went into a tattoo with the mindset, if I don't love it, I'll get it lasered off. Now, obviously, I have had a cover-up.
Right.
But that was to do with my old life, and that was different. That was something I wanted to cover up on purpose.
Right. Yeah. And that's a completely different scenario. But I mean, like, if you're like, oh, yeah, I'm going to make this decision and put it on my shoulder, and I really like this design, and then the layout of the design doesn't look good on that shoulder, once it's there, it's there.
Right.
Like, you can go back and have it touched up, you can have it tweaked, you can have it changed. But at the end of the day, the only way to truly fix it is to remove it. And once you
Right.
remove it, you're essentially permanently scarred.
You're right.
So,
And that's why I don't suggest ever going into a tattoo being like, oh, I could always get it lasered off. I don't suggest.
yeah, no, if I do it, it's done. Like, I'm not, I want it to be what I want.
One
where
and
I
done,
want.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody ever wants to go in with the mindset, oh, if I don't like it, I'll just go pay $2,000 or $3,000 to get it taken off.
Right.
That's a very bad
That's
idea.
a lot of pain sitting there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a lot of money if you go to the right people. Obviously, you get what you
Yeah.
pay for in
Yep.
that world. And, like, why would you want to go back through and get double pain?
No,
like, it just doesn't make
mm-mm,
sense.
No. So I wanted to ask you a quick question. Did you say you are off those days for your party?
Yes.
Perfect. Just wanted it on, so I had it.
Oh, so you had it so I won't forget. That's why you just asked on the podcast.
Yeah, that's exactly why I did
Brenda,
it.
Brenda, you a bitch.
Yes, ma'am,
What,
I am.
what party?
Apparently, my mom is throwing a quote-unquote party for me.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it's more a drink. It's a day drinking thing.
And so
Oh,
what?
okay.
And by party, what she means is it's her, myself, and Lacey.
And an Uber driver, probably.
Because she.
Well, if I take the day off,
Well, there you
then
go.
I would be the Uber
oh,
driver.
you're the Uber driver. So
Yeah.
it's us. It's us.
I'm just going to go drop you off at the kiddie pool. Here, drink all day. Call me when you're done and come pick you up.
No, she wants to go somewhere to get something special.
Oh.
Especial.
Especial.
She wants to go to her favorite margarita place is what she wants to do.
Well, it's yours too.
Yeah, mine too. But that's why she wants a driver.
Gotcha.
But after we go there, we have to go get ice cream.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, do you want to drop us off and maybe go to Guitar Center?
Shit, I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Like, what I'm saying is I'm excusing you to not have to stay
Hey,
through
you know
dinner
what?
in the shit show.
But it's your birthday, so I'm gonna take the time off for you. So I'm at your disposal.
it's my
Essentially.
Gert Day.
It's
Yeah.
your birthday.
Gay
And Tom, if you want to come, you're more than welcome.
and Paige, who he ghosted you for, can also come because
Yes,
we do like
actually,
Well-
I've never met her, but she's cute as a button.
She's
Well,
very sweet.
but I mean, he did kind of like get her pregnant, and they have like a family together. So I mean, that kind of overruled.
maybe why he ghosted you.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's a good reason.
She's willing to forgive and forget it. She's probably already forgot, honestly.
Yeah. There is that. Senility's a bitch.
No, I'm not senile by a long shot.
Oh Lord, don't we know?
I just can't get it always out of my mouth without having Tourette's. But
And sundowners. Don't forget the sundowners.
oh, bullshit! I don't have sundowners.
Oh, okay. Okay. Hey, Mom, I do have a question for you, though.
Oh, don't be mean.
No, I'm not being mean.
Okay.
Remember that one time? Why are you already laughing?
There's a lot of one times in our lives.
Take a drink of your drink, and then I'll ask you, because I don't want you to get water on my microphone, which, by the way, did you hear her? We all look like we got a bunch of dicks in front of our faces.
Oh, I know.
She goes, mine's bigger than yours.
Yep. Oh, I know.
Well, I bought them all, so they're all my dicks. No.
So much for this wee shit. All right, fine.
No, I'm just kidding. Mom,
Yes.
remember that? Remember that? I'm Now I can't. She's a fucking asshole.
Spit it out.
I've not
Lock it
done
up.
a dang thing.
Lock it
Remember
up.
that one time when I tried to explain to you that I had a pudgy vagina?
Oh my God. I will never forget that. Because first of all, I've never heard that. Never heard that.
I need you to tell the story back.
Well, you say it randomly, and I heard you talk about it with different friends of yours. And just one night, I couldn't handle it anymore. And I was like, what the fuck do you mean it's pudgy? You can have a fat roll above it, you can have fat legs, but I'm not a 10 by any stretch, and mine looks perfectly normal.
So her question to me was
Rush.
what is a pudgy vagina? So I said, I'm trying to explain it to her as she's asking me about the rolls. I'm like, just the whole, Mac is just sucking on his peachy toy. Try to fall asleep while I tell this pudgy vagina story. How fitting.
How appropriate. Yep.
I tried to explain to her that just like even when I was skinny, like the whole area affected is pudgy. Like I don't know how else to explain it to you. And she starts laughing so hard that she almost pisses her pants. This is where I get it, ladies and gentlemen. And she's crossing her legs laughing at me. And I'm like, well, I wasn't laughing. I'm like, I don't understand why you're laughing so hard.
It's what you use for an example.
Well, I'm getting there.
Okay.
So I look at her and she's like, I still don't get it. I still don't get it. And I said, imagine a twin-size mattress folded in half with a slit down the middle. That's my vagina. And this bitch pissed her pants.
I don't.
You pissed and you said, I think I peed on the chair too. Oh, suddenly we remember that part though.
Oh, it's just ridiculous. I've never. It's a visual. It's a visual.
It's a visual. It's a vaginal.
It's a visual I will never get out of my mind now.
You're welcome.
Yes.
You're welcome.
It's one of those things.
Do you have any good stories that you can think of that you'd want to share?
To be honest with you, it's amazing to me that Jason and I are as close as we are. You know, I consider him my son. Because if somebody would have been screaming at me on the phone like I was with him and him never meeting me, I'm not sure we would be buddies.
I mean, there is that.
They are besties, and they go grocery shopping every Sunday, and I have to explain that to everybody I work with, that they go grocery shopping together every Sunday.
Every Sunday.
But
They
we
do.
have a routine, and we're very good at it.
Yeah.
Right, and I'm not ever allowed to go because I fuck up your routine. That's per Jason. I'm not saying that's
Well,
you.
it's not necessarily that you fuck up the routine. It's just that we
You
can
would
get it.
have 2 times the amount.
Yeah, our grocery bill would go from $100 to $200 to $400 because you see all the things and you're like, ooh, we need this. Ooh, we need that. Ooh.
Well, see, I check out first normally, because Jason and I have gotten it to where we can use the same cart now, but
Yeah.
we just have dividers.
Yeah, keep it separated.
God.
And so we start judging as we're putting things up who spent the most.
Yeah,
Oh my.
we have a running bet.
Yep.
Do you ever remember Supermarket Sweep, the game show?
Oh
Yes.
You guys need to bring that back.
We would be great on it. The two
Yeah,
of us
because
would
we're
be.
in and out. I mean, shit, what most people go to the grocery and they're in there for like 45 minutes to an hour. We're in there for like 25 minutes.
We
Boom,
know where
done.
everything is.
Yep, lock it down.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to go. This is why.
Because
Mom and
you
Jason tag team the grocery store.
like
everybody.
literally we would start walking down our normal aisles like in the normal run, the normal rotation to get the things that we get on the list, and then you would just disappear.
Mhm.
You'd go like 3 aisles over, and then by the time we got there, you'd be back 2 aisles before us.
Yeah.
And the same clerks talk. Hold on.
Okay.
The same
Habit.
Hang it up, Tara.
the same clerks talk to us. I'm always going to say to the vegetable man, don't they ever let you off a day? And he'll look at me and laugh and giggle, and he'll go away.
Yep.
I mean, we have the same routine. I say the same conversations.
Same stalkers.
Everything. Same bagger. He needs to retire.
Yep. Yeah.
He makes you guys really angry.
Oh,
Yes, he
I know
does.
that.
He
Yeah.
makes me very angry.
And then she drags me to Aldi through the week.
Yeah.
And I get to deal with that. And that is not fun because then Brenda turns into me and she's 5 aisles over and I was like, I thought you needed produce, bitch.
I did, but I wanted to wander in there. I wanted to see what they have in that non-special aisle they have, where they have all
Aisle
these.
of shame.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the aisle of shame.
Yeah.
What's the Isle of Shame?
Like they're like one-time bargain, weird, cool things. Like, okay, look, I'm in an Aldi's page on Facebook.
Like they have a beach umbrella randomly at Aldi's.
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah, or
like
like
$2.
these really cool, awesome pajamas that were super soft and everybody.
Is this where the continuous supply of inflatable floaties and beach balls come from?
No.
Oh, okay. For our pool.
I actually bought those a long time ago when I thought we were going to put in a pool here at the house.
Oh.
On clearance, by the way.
Oh, okay.
And that's where those have come from.
Okay, gotcha. I was just curious.
The one store we are seriously bad together at, you and I,
Which one?
Hobby Lobby.
Well, I feel like it's a toss-up.
I said you and I.
I know, between there and TJ Maxx.
There's that, unless I'm drinking. And when we go
There's
to Noblesville, that's a problem.
So basically, Brenna and I went day drinking for our lunch for our birthdays because both of our birthdays are in June. Hers was yesterday, mine's coming up. And so what we do is we then walk through the shopping center after we get drunk and we go shopping. And then she's walking around going, Alyssa, you need this. And I'm like, Brenda, I haven't worn a dress since my first wedding in 2007. Like, I'm not going to wear that. It looks like a potato sack. She's falling over, so I'm just like, so sorry, everybody. We've been day drinking. It's our birthdays. So we get home.
You said people were quite fond of us.
Oh,
They
yeah,
were laughing.
I took
and
video because nobody could escape you anyway. You were their best friend.
That's me.
Do you see what I deal with now?
Oh, yeah. I
And
know.
So
I live with
that's
it. I
when
know.
I stopped at Menards. The slap happened. It's the same day.
Have you ever told that
Yes,
story?
I've told this story. The slap happened.
The slap heard round the
And
world.
then we came home, and she tried to tell me as she's sobering up tiny bits. I didn't spend very much money today. I said, you sure about that, Brenda? She was like, yeah. I said, you spent over $1,000 today. She was like, there's no way. And I said, yeah, no, I know you did for a fact, Brenda.
Yeah.
Because you kept pushing things on me. She bought me a $100 bottle of Versace perfume, and she was like, oh, I bought this for you? And I was like, no, because she liked it. I said, nope, you bought that for yourself. She ended up keeping it, so I didn't feel as bad.
It's only $900 later.
No, I spent over $1,000, but we had fun, so it didn't really matter.
We had a freaking blast. I mean,
Yeah, I
everybody-
mean that's the thing. You can never you can never exchange the memory. Like you can make more money, but like
We had a blast.
You say that, but then when I go on those little moments, I get in trouble.
Those swippity swipe moments.
Swippity swipes. Speaking of swippity swipes, can I tell the story
which
you
one?
think about today?
I mean, sure. I would proceed with a little bit of caution because there's a lot of things up in the air, but I think it's a huge opportunity.
Yeah, there's a possibility somebody reached out to me from another country who had stumbled across our Instagram about Jason posting about me sleep shopping.
Yep.
Reached out.
Parasomnias.
Yep. Reached out and said, I actually want to do a human interest piece story on this. I'm a freelance journalist. It checked out. It was legit. Even Jason checked it out. So it's not
Oh,
just
yeah.
me thinking it's fine. Woohoo!
Oh, yeah. I went Magnum PI on
Yeah.
that shit.
And it's because I wasn't gonna. I was just gonna be like, yeah, here, I'll send you all everything. you asked for.
Party!
Yeah.
Do you need my social and my birth date? Yes.
My eyes are blue and my blood type is no. That is me actually. But I actually did my due diligence today.
Mm-hmm.
And it is legit, and there might be a article out there about me. Who knows about my sleep shopping and like my swippity swiping that I don't do anymore. But I was going through a purse, and I found an old receipt from TJ Maxx actually yesterday.
I saw it.
For
I saw
like
it.
$400 and some odd, and I was like, "What day was that? I was living my best life."
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's not even some of the biggest like receipt
No,
purchases
but-
like I've seen you pull off.
No, that's beside the point, though.
We've had a few. We've had a few of those days.
You know, but in relative terms, like with the business I used to be in, like you may go and shop and spend $300, $400, $500, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd bring home a $70,000 vehicle.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
in relative terms,
Right.
I mean,
There was those moments.
Yeah.
Now, we have gotten better about that.
oh
than
yeah,
Both of us have.
yeah.
Well, and it's not like the three of us live beyond our means. I mean, we may not go shopping. I haven't been personally shopping in for a long time.
I really haven't either.
Exactly.
Honestly.
That's what I mean.
I haven't honestly been shopping for clothes in quite some time, and I haven't been ordering anything.
Right.
And it's not like it's easy for us to buy each other anything for our birthdays. I mean, I bought Jason's almost a month late because he would never drop anything that he wanted.
Well, because we don't need it. That's the other thing. Is
We buy
don't
'em.
need
Yeah.
anything.
When we want something, we buy it. When we need something, we buy it.
But he just made the mistake of saying that about the blue jeans in front of me, and I was like, oh, I know what he wants.
Well, I'll just say this in front of everybody. I would love to go. I'll take Tiffany's. I'll take Louis Vuitton. I'll take Chanel. Any three of those. Just if you want to take me in there and let me pick out something, I won't even go hard on your wallet.
I will tell you something I would love to do. Before this fall is over, I want to go to the zoo. I have wanted to do it ever since I've been back in Indiana and still haven't gotten there.
We'll get you to the zoo. My only problem is, you know what would end up happening? She'd end up in the thing with the bears or some shit. And
I'll fall
what
in
are you doing?
accidentally.
Yeah, accidentally.
Yeah.
I hope you have that life insurance policy.
Be fucking Harambe 2.0.
Oh no, too soon.
Wakanda. Liz.
She said Wakanda.
What does Wakanda have to do with it?
That's what's gonna save her. That's her safe
Yeah.
word. Wakanda.
Oh my god.
I'm going to be in there. Wakanda lives. I'm the king now. Stop.
I will say
There really aren't any bears in fucking Africa. I mean, that's an American thing for the most part.
forever
Yeah.
against the bear. Voodoo.
Yeah.
Well, he will like me
The
a lot.
lemurs when we went to Panama City.
Oh, my
loved
God.
Brenda.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were awesome.
Including Jesus. They were awesome.
Yeah. She was excited.
I
King
loved
Julian, they were all over her.
King Julian?
She had one on either arm and one on her head.
Yep.
I was really afraid they were going to throw them Tootsie Rolls at me, though.
They weren't, though. They were actually very polite.
They were very sweet. I could have brought one home with me. I would have been loving that.
Remember the sloth reached out and I'm like, oh my God, you know I'm your mother. And the guy's like trying
Don't.
to slap my arms away.
Yeah.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
It broke my heart. It was so sad.
Yeah. That was fun, though.
Do you have any good stories you want to share, Jason, about Mom? Because I know you have some up your sleeve. Actually, while you think of it, Brenda, I'm going to put you on the spot.
No, don't do that.
Who's your favorite child right now?
You both are.
No. Out of all of us,
Who are you talking about? All.
there's me, there's Jason, there's Jeremiah, and there's Lacey.
I love you all. I love you all. But you and Jason,
How can you say that when I'm actually your child?
I love you the most, Elissa. I do.
See?
Every
She said it.
That was a force. I
No.
love you the most, though.
Hey,
No.
you know what? Take what you can get, honey.
If I'm in
Jason.
if I'm in dire straits or something's, you're the one I'm always coming to. Always.
Okay.
If I need something or if you need something, you know I'm going to kill to get to it to make sure you got it.
Well, same. Jesus. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take the win on this one. She loves us both the same, but I'm really the favorite, Jason.
Okay.
You heard her.
Yeah.
You are. That's just like I will never forget when
Jason's going to be like, yeah, because he doesn't want my ego to be hurt.
Nope.
I
It's
bought
like a
you guys that Christmas
Just let it
present.
happen.
Did you ever tell the story about your Christmas present
No.
that I bought for you too?
My mom bought a very thoughtful Christmas present.
And then it was late. Oh,
As is everything. Our cards never make it from Etsy, too.
no.
Yeah.
Swear to Jesus.
That's why you just go to fucking Hallmark or go to the grocery store where they have fucking cards.
There's that. Okay,
Do we need to order it on Etsy?
Jason just learned about cards in the last few years, too, because I'd never gotten a birthday card from this motherfucker.
But he does really well now.
But now listen to him like he knows all about cards.
Hey.
Get it at the grocery store.
Hey, I got really good with building calendars, so I remember things.
Congratulations.
I'm just saying.
I remember your birthday every year with
I know.
a card.
I remember your birthday. It doesn't necessarily mean it's associated with a card because your birthday's special regardless of the fucking card.
Just take it. Just take the win.
Oh
He
my
remembers
gosh,
you.
let it happen. Just fuck me right all the way around. Like,
Yeah.
I suck it.
Sure.
Just to
Okay.
me.
Let's go.
Okay, anyway. What were you going to tell us your favorite story? Because this got out of control.
Fuck, I don't know. You were talking about something.
Oh, my sign. The thing I got you guys
Yeah.
for your birthday.
Oh, yeah,
for
yeah,
Christmas.
Yeah, sorry. Brenda makes my ADD go crazy.
No, we know where you get it from.
No shit. That is the truth. She's the original Swippity Swiper.
I am.
Brenda got Jason and I a very beautiful LED neon sign that said, "You're my favorite." Like, you are, as in both of us. And it lights up, and it's super cute, and it's in our bourbon room.
Yep. Yep. So, who was the one that opened that, though? That would be me because I'm the favorite.
Oh. Oh. Ow.
Shots, fucking. You know what? I'm fucking done with you. Fuck you. Mic drop. Actually, it was just my pen because these mics are too damn expensive.
Yeah.
Dick drop.
And it's suspended from a boom arm. You can't really drop it.
I can do a lot of things if I wanted to, but I won't because they're expensive.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear.
Yes, dear.
Well, I've really enjoyed being on here with you guys tonight.
Well, and you were worried about it all
No, I
day.
really wasn't worried
You
at
were
all.
stressed about an hour before we came upstairs.
No, I was tired.
She was like, "I'm tired. I want to go to bed. I don't want to do this."
I'd never said I didn't want to do this.
No, that part was ad-lib. But then we got up here and she was like, "Oh, hello, everybody." And then she really, fucked that over real quick.
So, there is a story that I remember.
Oh, God.
Because there's one I want to tell I just thought of, too. Go
Okay,
ahead.
well, I'll go first. This one's super quick.
Okay.
This one has to deal with the dearly departed Waffles the possum. Because Mom and I were the ones that dealt with that in the garage at the old house.
Yeah. I've told the story on here about how you didn't come and get me.
You weren't home.
You weren't home.
Yeah, you were at work.
No, you guys let me sleep, and I came outside because I
No.
saw it skitter off by Ruby.
No, that was after you came home.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, yeah, it was early. You were working nights. It was early in the morning. Sun was coming up. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We opened the garage door, and, the sun would come up into the garage, 'cause, the east to west, how the house faced and whatnot.
How the sun comes up, that kind of stuff.
And we were sitting there and just hanging out and smoking and waking up, and I was drinking my morning coffee. And just out of the corner of my eye, I randomly see this like a little white fur ball go running into the garage. And I'm like, oh shit, is that a mouse or something? Or, because I didn't catch it really well. And so I started looking around, and it was behind stuff and behind a toolbox and behind this, behind that. And I moved a couple things. Come to find out, nope,
Now it's coming my way.
baby possum.
I know. Then I named Waffles, and I was so mad at them for not letting me keep it.
And he was a baby.
Like,
He was a baby.
little,
Like small, like
little.
almost fit in the palm of my hand.
You could have honestly thought it was a rat.
Yeah.
You guys, why didn't you chase him away?
I didn't chase him away. I went and put him back in his home, which was the field
The field.
next to our house.
But who knew he was going to run over there like a dumbass towards Ruby, the big dog?
Yeah.
And then play possum. He literally played
And he
dead.
literally did.
Yeah.
And Ruby just walked away.
Yeah, she walked away.
She thought he was
Big
dead.
black German Shepherd just, came over to play with him and then boop, walked away.
He goes,
Actually, I think they lived under that shed over there at Mike's house.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. But yeah, we lived it.
Speaking of, the potato has flung himself over.
Oh, he's big dick swinging, big dick energy right there.
Peach flying across the room.
Weighs all of 6 pounds and
No, he's a little more than that. My story has to do with a dearly departed Timothy.
Oh, God. It could be anything.
oh, I
No.
know where this is going.
No.
Oh yes, it's
I will-
happening. It's happening.
Do not.
I have
It's
to tell
happening.
the sphincter story.
No.
Yes. Oh, sphincter control.
Please.
Yes.
No.
It's happening.
I'm either telling that or the gator roll. Your choice. Your choice.
Oh, my God. They're both really bad.
Pick one.
No. Neither.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
It's gonna happen.
Okay, folks, I want you to understand I'm really a nice person. I just do things that people my age aren't supposed to do. As my grandson said, Grandma, people your age shouldn't dress like you do, shouldn't talk like you do, and shouldn't drink like you do. But I was really sick when that happened.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
So that's the one we're going
This
with.
has been a one and done. It's never happened again. And poor Tim.
Until after he died. But we'll get there.
Jesus Lord.
So, we didn't get told this story until months after it happened.
Oh,
remember?
yeah.
And
yeah.
Tim tiptoed around telling us finally, and finally was like, can we just tell him? And she was like, fine.
Yeah, we were all sitting around, and I was like, what are they? Did they get married? Like, elope somewhere, and they're married now, or something
This is
crazy,
weird.
or
Yeah, it was fucking
life
weird.
changing? I mean,
So, Tim proceeds to tell us about how Mom woke up screaming, I can't fucking believe you. This is all obviously secondhand here.
I was so mad.
I can't fucking believe you. And he's like trying to wake up. It's like 3 or 4 in the morning. And he's like, what? And she's like, you fucking shit all over me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys.
get it out. Get it out.
Just bear with me. I can't fucking believe you shit at me. He was like, oh, and he gets up and he's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And she's like, well, help me. At least fucking help me change the sheets. So he's like, yes, honey, whatever you need me to do. They go to change the sheets, and she's like, well, I'm gonna go get cleaned up now, I guess. And he's like, oh, okay, I'll get cleaned up after you're done. I'm so sorry. Like, he keeps that's just who he was. Like, he would have never done that on purpose. And he was like, I'm so sorry.
Not to me, to somebody else he would have. I mean.
No, he kept telling you he was sorry.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He would have never done that to me, but he'd have done it in a heartbeat to somebody else.
He would have shit on anybody else if he was pissed at me.
Oh my God, when he and I used to work together, and him going to porta potties on job sites, Jesus Christ.
It was terrible.
Jesus Christ.
That man could light it up. But
I
anyway,
mean, he treated me extremely well.
Oh, he
But
did.
wait, folks, there's more.
Yeah. So they get the sheets cleaned. Mom goes to clean herself up. He goes to clean himself
We each
up.
take a shower.
And he comes back, though, and he goes, honey. And she said that at that point she started to realize something wasn't right here.
So the pieces didn't fit together just right.
No, and he looked down before he got cleaned up. He looked down and he said, honey, do you possibly think that you could have done this? And she's like, I didn't fucking do this. What do you mean? I didn't do this. I woke up like this. And he looks down and he goes, well, it's all over the front of me and it's all over the back of you. And that's when she realized, oh my God, I shit on his dick. So then, if that doesn't make it worse, after Tim died, Mom was real upset, obviously, and we have stomach issues run deep in our family. I think you... Did you sneeze or fart or what?
I was sick.
She sneezed or farted and she shit herself. This is at our old house, comes walking down the hallway with a t-shirt on like Penguin walking and her butthole's clenched. And I go, what the fuck is going on with you? And she goes, first I lose Tim, and now I've lost all sphincter control. I'm shitting myself. And all I could do was sit there and laugh because she used the word sphincter control. And she was like, thanks a fucking lot, Elissa. Thanks for being so supportive.
And I even started singing that too.
And she slammed the door and got real pissed.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a time in my life, let me tell you. Bless Tim's heart. God, if he'd have done that, if somebody had done that to me, I wouldn't have been nice like he was.
He was so sensitive to you, though. He's like, honey.
Bless his heart. I'd have been rip-roaring pissed off.
But you made him feel so so bad, and you shit on him.
You almost had the man believing that he shit out of the front of his body somehow.
Out of his fro.
Yeah. He had somehow shit out of his dick, and it was all over him. And he almost believed it for a second.
Only in my world. These things only happen in my world. That's why you're my daughter.
I know.
Because we're too much alike.
We
the bitch
are.
apple don't fall far from this tree.
Oh, boy, don't we know it. So I'm at the point in my adult life now, though, too, that because Mom lives with us, that all of my quote-unquote friends, like from work and stuff, that hear these stories, they're like, I want to come over and meet your mom. It's never because I want to come over and hang out with you.
No.
I want to come over and meet your mom.
No. You're the vicarious friend.
Yeah.
I thought you said they always say, I want to meet the Brenda.
Yeah, well, because I call you Mom and I call you Brenda jokingly at work. You know that. I do that to you all the time. And so they're like, we want to meet Brenda. We want to meet your mom. Or I'll tell a story and I'll be like, yeah, everybody needs a Brenda in their life. And everybody be like, who's Brenda? And I'm like, it's my mom. Oh,
A lot of good times in our lives, guys.
we really have. We're very lucky. I know that our living arrangement, when we tell people, sometimes sounds very strange. But it works.
I would think it was strange.
From the
If somebody
outside.
else told me that, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Right?
Yeah, we get awkward looks.
I
if we ever
would,
explain
but
it, yeah.
unless you're in it with us,
Yeah.
it's just like, what? Well, that's nice.
I mean, I honestly cannot imagine a world in where I live in a house without my mom now. Like, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, it's worked so well for so long.
And she helps us so much.
Yeah.
Like, when I was working, 60 hours a week there for a while at the hospital during COVID, I would come home. My mom would have made me dinner. She had packed my lunch for that next night. She had done my laundry. Like, I could never have survived without her.
Right.
I still can't. Like, she's my person. I tell her. My mom knows everything about me. Obviously, we're a very, very open family and a very open household.
But the one good thing about the three of us is we may get upset with each other, but nobody loses their temper. We all kind of maybe walk away, and then we come back and say, hey, what was this?
There's only ever been one time that you and I actually got into an argument, and oh my God, how many? That was
It was
at
about
least
Tim.
7. No. About my birthday, like about 7-8 years ago, about a
Oh.
misunderstanding we had.
Yeah.
And it got to the point. Sorry, everybody.
I see Mac. I mean, I know he's over here, but I don't know what he's doing.
Sniffing, and I don't trust him around, of course, because he would be that cat.
Well, he'd probably eat something and
Well,
be
he'd be-
stupid.
He'd be that cat on National Lampoon's,
Yeah.
and he'd die.
He'd use up all 9 lives.
Yeah, right there.
Yep.
But Jason actually came in there and said, "This isn't." He is the first time he ever yelled at either one of us.
Yeah, and I've
He was
very
like, this
rarely
is fucking
yelled
enough.
at
I'm
anybody.
not listening to this. This is not you guys. And we both stopped and we both started crying and we're like, we're sorry.
Yeah, and that's really the one and done.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really it.
Yep.
We've been very lucky.
We
We
have.
have.
Even with the man-child involved.
Yeah.
The man-child did throw a wrench in some things there for a while, but,
But
we
he
made
is
it.
so good now. I mean,
Yes.
Gage, I just love that kid to death. Even though I always call him a little shit. I mean, he's just an amazing kid.
He really
He's
is.
going to be really good.
He's going to be a good person.
He is.
And that's all I could ever
He's
ask.
going to be a good human.
Human.
Good human.
A good human. Well, I told him, I said, for years I always said I wanted him, to get good grades and be a good person. And then I really think back and I was like, I mean, I got decent grades, but I didn't get great grades because, like him, my head was never in school either.
Mm-hmm.
He's very much like me like that. I wouldn't be surprised if he had ADHD, honestly.
I wouldn't either. But he's a good guy.
He's a good person.
That's all that
and that's all
matters.
that matters to me in my life
And he
anymore.
seems happy now.
Yes, very.
So I'm really happy for him.
Well, I think he's figured it out more than most adults have, is the fact that, happiness really is the key.
Yeah, I
You
agree
know,
with you on that. I really
Time is
do.
limited. Happiness is key.
and hard work pays off.
Yeah.
He has learned hard
Yeah.
work pays off.
And when he's around now, it's so much fun. I mean, for the first time, this last couple of times he's came, he can tell a joke now.
This
and
last
you're like,
year-
oh, you're fun.
Yeah, that was kind of hard for my little mama heart that my son was terrible at telling jokes. But his timing has gotten way better and his jokes have gotten way better.
Yeah.
He's just very interesting and he's fun. He's come to life.
Yes,
he's
very much.
blooming. He's wonderful.
Yeah. You know, Fruit Looping.
Oh no, let's not go there. I can't tonight.
Do you know what? I have a friend who wants to come over because she goes, the one that slept in your bed.
She's so nice.
She goes, I gotta come over the second time. If the second time everything happens, you let me know when. We'll have to have her come over.
Yeah, she's a sweet lady.
So, well, with that, ladies and gents, we are gonna wrap it up and call it a night. Brenda has to go to work in the morning. She may even have to shit herself after all this anxiety.
I
of the
may.
podcast. Who knows? But again, we thank you for listening, for following, for downloading, for liking, and all the things and sharing. We appreciate it, and we can't wait to come back and do it again. And who knows who we'll have next time.
I know. Might be a completely different surprise. We might have a repeat guest. Hell, it may just be you and me. You never know.
Yeah, you really do never know around here.
Yeah, we're just going to wing it.
But with that, we appreciate it, and bye.
Bye.
We out.
Thanks, everybody, for listening. Make sure to share and like us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/The Adventures of E and on YouTube at www.youtube.com/@Adventures of E. See you next time.